Alright. Right, let's have a look. Oh, my screen's just gone off the minute I start. Right, there we are. Right. I think I'll go. Shall I go around that bit? Do I need? Yeah, I'll go around that bit. Around there. We're just some water. Through there. You know, if you watched the other day's video, we went out for a meal. Doing me, my stepbrother Doofus, his girlfriend Donna Kebab, and we all went out for a meal. Well, the chef were a bit of a show off, right? But I could see Doofus were quite impressed with his chef, like a bit in awe of him. So I'm thinking, oh no, this is going to lead to trouble. And I could see Doofus has got this like look in his eye. I'm thinking, oh no. Right, well anyway, Doofus now, well, when we're eating the meal, Doofus starts bragging off, well, I'm a bit of a chef, you know, and I'm thinking, oh no, here we go. So I know he's going to insist on cooking something for us all, and I know it's going to be a disaster, and I know it's going to taste absolutely disgusting wherever he cooks. So anyway, yesterday, Doofus is like, right, I'm cooking tonight. And I'm thinking, oh God, don't want to eat it. Whatever he's cooking, I do not want to eat it. But anyway, he's insisted on cooking. I'm glad to eat it. Well, oh no. Oh no. I've got my painting upside down. Let me just get that bit there actually, because that's going to run too much. Might just look that fat. Yeah, that'll be right. Spin that round. That bit where I've took a bit too much out, that would be behind the mount if you mounted it. Right, that's that way. Yeah. So now Doofus is like, oh yeah, I'm cooking. We're all thinking, oh God, please don't. But he's decided to cook something. And guess what he's done? Made a right frigging mess. That's what he's done. That's all he's done, made a mess. Right, I'm going to mix a bit of I want a bluey green. Nice bright green with a lot of blue in it. Just mixing it up now. It's a bluey green. Plenty of water in it because I want it to look far away. I'm hoping that's dry enough to get. I could have actually got through that with it. Let me just get this a little dry. Just on that bottom bit. Thank God we bone dry. It's only that bottom bit, that'll do. Right, I'm coming to here now. Just with this. Just plop it all in. Oh, that's quite a nice colour, that. Yeah, so Doofus is getting it big, and oh yeah, I'm a bit of a chef, I am. Yeah, I know how to cook, blah de blah. Then last night he's like, right, I'm doing dinner. So you could see everyone's thinking, oh God, it's not going to be nice. So I know Doofus don't know how to cook. He ain't got a clue. So I'm thinking, what's he going to cook? So anyway, he cooks this meal. Beans on toast. That's what he's cooked. And he's dead proud of himself. Thinks it's brilliant, this beans on toast. Well, it's just made a total mess everywhere, right? The chef in this restaurant, he'd got his pizza dough, right? And he's throwing it up in the air, spinning it round in the air and catching it. And it, to be fair, quite impressive. But it don't work with baked beans. So Doofus thrown his baked beans in the air. All he's done, made an absolute mess everywhere. What a stupid prat. Yeah, he's made a right mess. It's an absolute nightmare. Why did I have to have Doofus as a stepbrother? now I've mixed some green up a bit. I'm going to stick it in bottom of here. Oh no, that's brighter than I thought. Well, that's not bad. I'll stick it in bottom of here and in bottom of here. And I'm going to keep working up to a lighter, I think. In fact, let's have a look what we've got here. Let's get some in these bits here as well, look. Into there, like that. Maybe there's a tad in bottom of there. Bit in there. And in edge of there, something like that. In there, bottom of there. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, definitely some bits in here. Right, I need some really bright yellow now. Right, onto these top bits with some bright yellows. Swap my brush round. That side of the brush now. Yellow's gone more greeny. Dee 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 dee. I'll dip back into that yellow. A bit in here. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, a bit in there. That distant bit back there. Look into here, and I'm just filling all in these trees and stuff. That's it. Bring that down to there. And that's like a layer done. There's a lump of green there. That's because it's cheap paint, so it's gone into lumps. I'll take that out. That's better. Right, that's that. There's a bit there. Just get that bit there. Right, now then. Well, that's quite a creamy colour in here. Right, I'm going to dip it back into that creamy colour that I used in my sky. I'm going to blend that in there with that. Let it all drip down into one thing. That's it. Oh, that's a nice colour. So I'll drip this in. Let this all drip down into here. This can be one wash. I might do another wash on top of this. There, that's nice. Then back into a more yellowish colour for this side, I think. Looks like there might be some little bushes there, look. The same again into there. There, down here. A bit of that creamy colour in again. It's a nice colour. Across here. Into there. Dee, 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 dee. Into here. Just bashing it all in, a bit more yellow in there. There we are, that's sand. A bit more of that creamish colour in here. Going right up to there. Some yellow and all, right up to there, I think. Into there. That's nice. And then squeeze my brush, get that green out, wash it, dry it a little bit, come into this cream colour and just whack that in that middle bit there, and then start touching it in so it all blends in nicely. That can be my underpainting for my path. There's a nice path in there. There. Pretty good, isn't it, that? It's nice. Right. There's a distant bit of stuff back there. So I probably want, it's quite far back, probably want quite a bluish green for that bit. Stick that bit in, it's quite far back, that's nice. Maybe there's a tad of yellowish green in on the top bit. There, that's nice. There. Got my blue water coming in. Shall I put my water in now? Yeah, let's get some of this water in. It's quite a slow moving stream. So I'll get some of this in. I think I'll just mix up a watery sort of blue. I think I'll let some of these greens run into it because they'd run in with the reflections and that anyway, so I'll just touch into these bits and let these reflections run in at bottom like that. Look. Slightly darker as we're coming down. I'll not take that clip off because it'd be behind my mount anyway if I were to mount it. Don't know. Well, I probably won't mount it, to be fair. I'm say I don't know if I'll mount it. I know damn well or not because I do too many paintings to sort of do out with them really. Right, that'll do. Right, now then, let's give that a dab at the bottom there. Else we'll be here all day waiting for it to dry. And this, and this, and that. Dab the whole thing across bottom just to get it to dry. Right, now then, I think I'm going to warm that bit up a bit in the background there. So I think what I might do, I might do a creamy glaze over it. Let's try this creamy colour. Yeah, that's nice. I'm just going to do a glaze over the top of this. Just like that's nice. Like that. And that bit there and all. And then I think I'll do some little bushes and stuff in there. So I'll just mix up like quite a mucky green. I want it to be quite a thick paint really. I wonder if that'll be thick enough. Let me squeeze my brush out. There. Quite a thick paint if I can. Got to work fast because if that dries, I'm in trouble anyway. It's probably not bad. Right. I just need to get some little farmers' fields and stuff across here. Look, something like that. They're all quite distant away. Got a bit of something in there. Dab them in a bit more. They're looking tiny bit too faint. They are, and they're going to fade back even lighter when it dries. So I'll dab them in slightly stronger than what I want, and that should work. That'll faint out quite faint. The only one that not, that one there, is gone in dry. So I'm going to dab that one. That's it. Right, that's that done. Right, now then, squeeze that brush out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap now to a small brush. So I'm just going to end up struggling. Right, get a couple of small brushes, I think. That one and that one. These are my detailing brushes now. So I'm going to get some of these mucky colours now and get in and come in and do some low lights. So if I look in here, look, that's a low light there. That is there. That is in there, into there. Into there. There's one in there like that. There. Probably a bit round there. I'm just popping in all these low lights. What's going to bring out these trees? So you'll see where the shadows and everything is. So like this one here's got it's like that. And that's its low light there. This one's the same. And they're going to be quite faint. What's going on in here? So that this low light's right down here. And the light's sort of coming in that way. Something about like that. And they're just my low lights. Going into there. come into now. Mix up like a lesser green. Not quite as dark. Let's try that colour. Bit more yellow in. Let's try that. Just enjoying me, son. Coming in, getting these low lights in here. Just enjoying me, son. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I tell you what, there'd be a low light in there, wouldn't there? Definitely, and that bit there'd be one round there like that. One in there like that. There, and then I need some of them really darks again from the bottoms of these bits. It's just starting to pull out some shapes and stuff in them trees. I think what I'll do, I'll dry my brush completely and just take these puddles out. We'll be here all day with them puddles in. So I'm just taking them out, dabbing them on my tea towel. Just to take them puddles out, because if you wait for them to dry, you really will be here for till about 4 o'clock tonight. And I don't know what time it is, but it's quite early. Right, that's that. Alright, now then, let's get. I'll tell you what I could do. Just in the bottom of there onto low light. Some of the bushes in background there, tiny bit in. Right, mix up now. Some red nice. Bit bright yellow this is really. It's bright yellow and it's going to mix with this green. As it goes in, it'll mix with green. And take the bright yellow a greeny colour anyway. If you leave little gaps, probably they'll look quite nice. There's some little gaps left, so don't worry if you're leaving a few little gaps. Probably look nice. There we are. Got some bright yellow in there. And this, by doing this, it's softening everything in as well. So. Much easier with this small brush. At this size, it's hard to get in with that great big brush, so I thought I'd use this one. Why struggle? That's what I thought I did. Why struggle? The big brushes, the idea behind the big height brush is that it stops you fiddling. But I don't know, I sort of need it. I need this in it, so is it fiddling? I don't know. Right, in here though, I'll use my big brush again. If I fiddle in there with loads of little bits, it'll just look stupid. So, right, that's that. Wash that brush out. I think I'm done with that. That's that. I think I'm done with them now. Right, so now back to my big hike brush. I call it, some people call it a hackey brush, I call it a hike brush. Right, I'll come back into there and I'm going to just touch into this stuff here. I've got pure yellow, whereas it's touching into this and it's bleeding in, it's giving me a green anyway. And then I'm going to leave gaps with my original painting underneath and just fill bits in. Build another layer on. And this is just a bright yellow. That's going to tongue green anyway. Come right down to here, I think. There we are. There we are, into there. I like to leave plenty of them whites. Now, Let's get this creamy colour what I had, and I'm going to mix a darker version on it, you know, for this path here. I'm going to get some Bont Umber mixed into that, see if I can get a darker version. Let's see what this looks like. This is much darker. Plus it's going to be on top of that because that's dry, so it's going to make it even darker. I might pop. I've popped a bit of red in with it, so it's a slightly reddish cream. It's only slightly darker, so it's a slightly reddish cream, just so when it hits this green it don't just go too green. So I don't want this path to go a greeny colour really, but I do want it to blend in, so that's why, see there where I've hit the greens, it's going to all soften in. But I do want that, but I've gone slightly extra redder than I wanted, so it softens in that red colour. I should have really left a few more gaps than I have. There's only a couple of little gaps, but it's too late now, really, too late. Oh, I haven't done that, that side. Right, get some yellow in that side and all. I haven't even washed my brush, so this side's going to be a creamy yellow because I dipped in without washing my brush, so it might look nice. Be a nice creamy yellow anyway. So there we are, got a creamy yellow in that side, that looks nice. I think I'll put a bit of that creamy yellow in here now because it's dried a bit. I think I can get another layer on. That'll look nice in there. It's all splodging in at this bottom bit, but I don't mind that. Right, that's that. And then, I'm going to dry this brush right off, and then I'm going to take these blobs out at bottom. Don't worry what it looks like right on this very bottom bit there, because it would be under a mine. You don't, this little tiny bit and these bits here, you don't really class them as pot painting. Right, that's that. I think it is time for a dry now. I haven't done much drying today. Need a dry. I'll just slowly dry it. That'll do. I'll leave that for a bit now. Right, I think I'm going to come back in and have a go at this water perhaps. Look at that. Right, let's have a go with this water, see if I can do it with it. The word a mess is springing to mind. Let's get some. Wonder if, oh look at that, it's coming out, look, it's washing out. That's good, because I got a mesh, look, it's a mesh. Getting that there, wash that out. That's better. There, I'm going to get some more blue on my brush. And I think, just sort of, just dab in, oh that looks nice, doesn't it? Dab in like that, that looks lovely. A little bit's back there as well. And then I'm thinking I will get some green. I'm going to go dark green and just come in under some of these bits and let it sort of drip down a bit. Just little bits. Let's see, something like that. Looks alright, I think. Bring that one down to about there, into that bit there. Looks alright. And then wash that brush off, dry it. Do chisel the end, and I think I'll just sort of come in like that with a few water lines, and then I can sort of control these reflections a bit, get them a bit under control. That's it. That's it, and some splashy bits in there. Just some watery lines and stuff. And I don't think that looks too bad at that, does it? That looks right now. A few reflections. Let's get a tiny bit extra blue. Just come into here and try and cover up that bit a bit more, look where that stuff's dripped down. That's better. And then I'll have to do, that's really blue now. Maybe it looks a bit too bluey, but it'll cool down as it dries. There's too much stuff in there. Let's add a bit of, you know what, I'm gonna add a bit of dirt into it and all, just to. That's a bit of really, actually a bit of really mucky green. I've just added in just to cover that bit up a bit. There, that'll do. Not much back there. That's nice. Right, now talking about muddy green, let's get some muddy colour. Just pop in, I think, some mud on these banks here. Just a few muddy banks in, because you always get muddy banks on this stuff. So I'll get a few muddy banks in. There we are. Them little white pieces in there may well end up looking like a bit of a few little rocks and stuff. Right, I'm going to dab into that now with some green. Maybe just bring some of this up so it looks like little banks and stuff as it's curling up. Look, get that feel that it's curling up and over, because that's what it's doing. It's not just laying flat, this land. It's, see how I've put that curve on it, so it looks like it's curving down. That's the lowest bit in the picture, so this stuff's all curving down into that bit. See what I mean? So this here, it's curving down, and then it's curving back down here where people's been walking. It's curving back down. So I can do all that with these highlights and lowlights. I can control the way my ground looks. Oh, that looks curved. Same on the other side. Some lowlights in there, curving it down. In fact, that could be sort of curving in. That maybe that's going all the way up. Look. It's all curving up like that. Boom, 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 boom. Now then, tell them what I'm going to do now. I'm going to mix up some really dark brown now. Mix a bit of light red, bit of Bon Umber, bit of Payne's grey. Let's give me a really. Right, so this now, this path's curving in that way where it's worn down. So I'm going to come in and sort of curve it round like that. That's too thick. Curve it round like that. Put that curve on there. As I go further back, I want more and more water. There. That's it. I can drag some of that up into there if I want. In fact, I will do. And it'll blend them two colours together even more and look even better. There, that's looking pretty good, I think. Right. I'm liking that. Let's give that a dry. Oh, yeah, give that a dry just so I can lean on it. Going low with air dryer because I've got all that thick puddles. So I want them to dry. off just so I can rest my hand. Right, now then, I need some really, really dry paint in a minute. Right, I'm going to pop in now. I'm going to get a brownie, bit of Pontumber, bit of Payne's Grey. Get this in a really, really dark brown black. I'll stick a bit of blue in with it and all. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. Right. And I have in here a little tree. Now these must be, because this is, I'm walking from a photo. So what it is, you've got some of that stuff there. That's that stuff what grows around your trees. So I'll just pop some little bits in so you can see that. It must be winter because no leaves on these trees, and these must all be bushes and not trees because these have all got leaves on. So I'm walking from a photo. So some of these wobbly bits in here as well. Something like that. Right, I'm going to need a tiny, tiny brush now. I'm not going to go with rigger because I want something a bit more accurate for this. That one will do it. Alright, so I'll just leave my hand on there. Let's get some of this stuff in. I'm not looking at my photo now, I'm just sort of going with what sort of looks right for me to what's going to look right on this tree. So I'm just guessing with these branches, just sticking them in where I think they'll look right. And there's a lot of them. Something out there like that. Right, now I'm going to just stick loads on there. This is where they're all going into little thin little pieces here. And there. That's nice. Right, now I'm going to get a bigger brush. I'm going to practice this on a bit of scrap paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this colour, what's on my brush, and keep doing it on some scrap paper until it's doing what it's actually doing now. And that's breaking. So the colour now is breaking. See how that's a broken colour? I've had to do it on some scrap paper to get it so the paint's breaking like that. If I'd have gone straight in, it would have been too thick a paint. So that's to represent all them little twigs. They're tiny little twigs. It's in there like that. It's in these bits. That's it. Lovely. It's a tiny little brush again. Oof. Just move me palette back up. I'm making all that noise to pick a palette up. Right. Pop in Peter and Paul. They're out looking for worms as usual. Pop in. I'm going to go in this really thick dark green for a boy today. For today. There we are. And I just hope tonight Doofus don't decide to cook out else because I can't bear beans on toast again. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. If you want to, you could put a few little lighter lines in there if you want. Don't know, I don't think it especially needs it, but you can if you want. If this video's too long, you can fast forward the bits what you already know how to do, stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say is also they on beach.